If you love me, keep my commandments. What does the Messiah Yehoshua say in the New Testament about keeping the commandments? Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whoever then breaks one of the least of these commands and teaches men so shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whoever does and teaches them, he shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 19:17. And he said to him, Why do you call me good? No one is good except one, Elohim. But if you wish to enter into life, keep the commandments. Mark 10:19. Thou knowest the commandments. Do not commit adultery, do not kill, do not steal, do not bear false witness, defraud not, honor thy father and mother. Mark 12:29. And Yehoshua answered him, The first of all the commands is, Hear, O Yisrael, YHUH our Elohim, YHUH is one. From Deuteronomy 6:4. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. John 14:21. He who hath my commandments and keeps them, he it is that loves me. And he that loves me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him. John 15:10. If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. 1 Corinthians 14:37. If any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of Yehua. 1 John 2:3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. 1 John 2:4. He that says, I know him, and keeps not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. 1 John 3:22. And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments, and do those things that are pleasing in his sight. 1 John 3:24. And he that keeps his commandments dwelleth in him, and he in him. And hereby we know that he abides in us, by the Spirit which he hath given us. 1 John 5:2. By this we know that we love the children of Elohim, when we love Elohim, and keep his commandments. 1 John 5:3. For this is the love of Elohim, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. 2 John 1:6. And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as you have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it. Revelation 12:17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Elohim, and have the testimony of Messiah Yehoshua. Revelation 14:12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Elohim, and the faith of Yehoshua. Revelation 22:14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. What does the Torah, Tanakh, Hebrew Scriptures, Old Testament say about keeping the commandments? Exodus 16:28. And Yehua said unto Moses, How long refuse you to keep my commandments and my laws? Exodus 20:6. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me, and keep my commandments. Leviticus 22:31. Therefore shall you keep my commandments and do them. I am YHUH. Deuteronomy 5:10. And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Deuteronomy 5:29. Oh, that there were such an heart in them, that they would fear me, and keep all my commandments always, that it might be well with them and with their children forever. 1 Kings 3:14. And if thou wilt walk in my ways, to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days. 1 Kings 6:12. Concerning this house which you are building, if thou wilt walk in my statutes, and execute my judgments, and keep all my commandments to walk in them, then will I perform my word with thee, which I spake unto David thy father. 1 Kings 11:38. And it shall be, if you will hearken to all that I command you, and will walk in my ways, and do what is right in my sight, to keep my statutes and my commandments, as David my servant did, that I will be with you, and build thee a sure house, as I built for David, and will give Israel to you. 2 Kings 17:13. Yet YHUH testified against Israel and against Judah by all the prophets and by all the seers, saying, Turn you from your evil ways, and keep my commandments and my statutes, according to all the law which I commanded your fathers, and which I sent to you by my servants the prophets. 1 Chronicles 29:19. And give unto Solomon my son a perfect heart, to keep thy commandments, thy testimonies, and thy statutes, and to do all these things, and to build the palace, for the which I have made provision. Nehemiah 1:9. But if you will turn back to me and keep my commandments, and do them, though you were cast out into the uttermost part of the heaven, yet will I gather them from there, and will bring them to the place that I have chosen to set my name there. Psalms 89:31-32. If they break my statutes, and keep not my commandments, then I shall visit their transgression with the rod, and their crookedness with flogging. Psalms 119:115. Depart from me, you evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my Elohim. Daniel 9:4. And I prayed to YHUH my Elohim, and made my confession, and said, O YHUH, the great and dreadful El, keeping the covenant and mercy to them that love him, and to them that keep his commandments. There are many more scriptures regarding keeping the commandments of YHUH. Time is running out. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear YHUH and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Return to the covenant of YHUH.